Hello friends, Namaste. Welcome to Prarthana Yoga Studio celebration of International Yoga Day at Prarthana Yoga Studio Jaipur. We learn, we practice, we teach only Iyengar style of yoga. Iyengar yoga is different in a sense that it is very accurate, precise, and put a lot of stress on the alignment, correct alignment of the asana. And then when we use the props, we can definitely stay longer in an asana. We can correct the different muscles. We can read our body and what is happening in our mind. So rather than going into the theoretical part of what we are doing here, today I just want to demonstrate you some basic asanas, very, very basic asanas. So you can also do it. Now, what would be my strategy to make the class to be really effective and productive for you? I have with me my son Atre Agrawal and my another son Maitre Agrawal. Maitre is behind the camera. He is recording the class, and Atre is helping me to demonstrate the asanas. I'm really thankful to both of them. Now, first, I'll let you know the different anatomical names for the yoga, which we generally use for the body parts, so that you can understand how to adjust and what to adjust. After that, for every asana, he will first show you the wrong style of doing the asana and then the correct style of the asana. After he has shown you the wrong and the correct style of the asanas, he will again repeat the asana for you to practice with him. So you have to just practice with him at the third attempt. That means first he will show you the wrong, then he will correct with my instructions, and then next time when he is doing correct, you have to practice with him. Okay, definitely I will also tell you when to practice and when to look at and when to understand the different things. So let us begin. The very first thing which we do in the class is always Patanjali convocation. So first the prayer. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वेद्यकेन योपाकरोतं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राणजलिरानतोऽस्मि आबाहुपुरुषाकारम् शङ्खचक्रासिधारिणम् सहस्रशीर्षं श्वेतं प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिम् हरि ओम्। Bow your head down. Pray to Lord Patanjali and Guruji B.K. Saingar. Slowly open your eyes, take your hands down, and now we will start the class. Atre, please stand up. Now, first, I'll show you the different nomenclature of the body parts which I'll be using, starting from the feet. So, these are the toes, the inner arches. When I say inner arches, that means arches of the feet. Outer edge of the foot, that means this is the outer edge of the foot. Ankles, kneecaps. So generally we keep the kneecaps up. So pull the kneecaps up. That means when you pull the kneecaps up, your muscles, thigh muscles will go back. Now these are the front thigh muscles are known as the quadricep muscles, but the back of the thigh muscles are known as hamstring muscles. So quadricep muscles and hamstring muscles, kneecaps, feet, arches of the feet, toes. Then the pelvic area. This is a very important area when you are doing the poses, yoga poses, because this part is very stubborn and difficult to move or difficult to push in. So you have to always push the pelvis forward. And from behind you can see, as you can see, when you take the tailbone in, this is known as tailbone, the last part of the spine, this is tailbone. So when you push the hips, hips will be down, tailbone in, the pelvis will go forward. The next is the lumbar. This is known as the lumbar area of the spine, lumbar spine we call it. Okay, and then again change. We always keep the lumbar spine back. Okay, and the lower abdomen will be always lifted up. This part is known as the diaphragm. That is the part between the chest and the abdomen is diaphragm. And just behind the diaphragm, the middle part of the spine, this is lumbar spine, this is thoracic spine. So this is thoracic spine. Now this is also a very difficult part of the body to push in. From here to here, thoracic spine generally be like this, we become like this, so we slouch and the spine becomes like this. So you have to push the thoracic spine always in, so that the spine is straight, spine is elongated. And then shoulder blades, scapula. These two are scapulas, and so we call them in common language as shoulder blades. So when you push the shoulder blades in, your chest is opened. Your chest is opened. So when you push the shoulder blades in, the chest is opened. When the chest is open, you have another very good space for the lungs to work within. This is the sternum bone, the middle bone of the chest. This is the sternum bone. So we always say that lift the sternum bone up so that the chest is always open. Chest plays a very, very important part in doing any of the asanas, right? Shoulders, you should not keep the shoulders like this. Always keep the shoulders down. Shoulders down. Then keep the neck straight. Chin parallel to the floor. Do not keep the chin like this or like this. Chin should be like this. Of course, in some of the asanas, we might be doing the chin like this and chin like this. But in most of the asanas, we keep the chin parallel to the floor. Okay. And then, of course, rest of the things, wherever I feel that I should explain something more, I'll definitely explain. So the very first asana in Iyengar system of yoga is Tadasana. That is the correct posture of standing. So how to stand on your 2 feet correctly, so that your body weight is divided equally on both the feet and all other things are intact. So I'm making Atre to do the Tadasana first, and then I will tell you to repeat it. Okay. First, he is doing the wrong Tadasana. So just stand wrong and see how he's standing. Now you can see the toes are not parallel. So both the feet should be parallel. Okay. So this is wrong. This is not correct posture. Now he will show you the correct posture. Stand in Tadasana, toes in, heels out. the basic fundamental of this is that both the outer edges of the feet should be parallel to each other. So we should not stand like this. We should always stand like this so that outer edges of the feet are parallel to each other. Okay. So he's standing in Tadasana. Outer edges of the feet are parallel to each other. Spread the toes well. We generally keep the toes constrained, okay, together. Because of the shoes also, the toes become together. So we have to keep on creating the space among the toes also. So spread the toes well. Lift the inner arches of the feet. Shin, this is the shin bone. So shin bone should be perpendicular to the floor. Lift the kneecaps up. Now when you see, if you see, loosen the kneecaps. As soon as he loosens the kneecaps, what happens? The legs are not straight. So lift, pull the kneecaps up. Pull the kneecaps up. As soon as he pulls the kneecaps up, these muscles become really stronger. Okay, thigh muscles are the biggest muscles in our body, and they really have to work upon. Okay, so thigh muscles have to be really, really very strong to make the legs to be stronger. So now quadricep muscles going towards the hamstring muscles. So when these muscles go back, the back of the knees are opened. Okay. Now the pelvic area. Yes. Do not distort whatever we have done so far. Push the tailbone in. Hips going down, tailbone going in, pelvis going forward. So keep taking the pelvis forward. Now, let us come to the abdominal area. Lift the lower abdomen up. Thoracic spine will go in. Lumbar spine will go back. Okay. And then diaphragm is well lifted up. Chest up. Sternum bone lifted up. Take both the hands on the sides. Keep taking the hands down. Spread the fingers. And then just turn the palms in. Keep the shoulders down. Shoulders should be always down. Push the shoulder blades in so that shoulder blades are closer to each other and they are going inside the body. Keep the chin parallel to the floor, neck straight and look straight. This is Tadasana. Now, what is our important requirement in every asana is we try to achieve the Tadasana and Shavasana in all the asanas which we perform, which is a very, very difficult part. Okay, and so for that we have to practice maybe for years. Okay, relax. Now all of you have to practice this Tadasana on your own. So I will repeat the instructions. Please stand up, everyone, at the middle of the mat. Check how you are standing first, and then check how the things will change in your body. So you have to be very, very observant, very careful to observe each and every part of the body and apply the instructions carefully. Now, first of all, make your feet to be parallel to each other. That means outer edges of the feet should be parallel to each other. For that, you have to take the toes in and heels out. Toes in, heels out. Spread the toes well. Lift the inner arches up of the feet. Push the heels down. Push the floor with your heels. And as you move up, please do not distort whatever you have achieved earlier. So try to maintain that. Kneecaps pulled up. Quadricep muscles going towards the hamstring muscles. Keep adjusting. It's not easy at all. Hips going down. Tailbone going in. Pelvic area will go forward. Hands on the sides. Straighten the hands. Keep taking the hands down. Lift the lower abdomen up. Thoracic spine will go in. Diaphragm will be lifted up. Chest will be lifted up. Sternum bone lifted up well. Keep taking the shoulders down. Do not lift the shoulders up. Push the shoulder blades in. Keep pushing the shoulder blades in. Keep the neck straight. Chin parallel to the floor. Look straight ahead. Maintain this pose for say 30 seconds. Absolutely normal breathing. Do not hold the breath. Do not make the breath to be heavy. Absolutely normal breathing. Keep working. When you are doing it, actually some of the body parts will lose, some of the body parts will become distorted. So you have to take care of each and everything as far as possible for you. Now relax. So that was the first basic asana, which is known as Tadasana. Okay, Tadasana means perfect standing. And when you are doing Tadasana, and when you try to achieve Tadasana in every pose we do, your posture automatically becomes good. Even in your daily life, whenever you stand, whenever you sit, you try to make the pose to be as good as possible for you. If it is there in your mind that I have to maintain Tadasana. Correct? Now, the next pose is the extension of Tadasana, which is known as Urdhva Hastasana. So in Urdhva Hastasana, you have to take your hands up. You are standing Tadasana and you have to take your hands up. So first, Atre will show you the wrong pose. Yes. Stand casual. Wrong pose means standing casually, not taking care of anything, and just take the hands up just to take the photo of what you are doing. We are not doing any photo shoot here. Okay. So we have to really work on our body. And when you are working on the body, the mind gets affected very fast. Okay. So ultimately, the mind becomes very calm and quiet. Now, as you can see, there is no life in the pose. There is no Tadasana in the legs. The shoulders are going up. Nothing is there in the pose. Okay. Now he will show you the correct pose. Stand in Tadasana, legs in Tadasana, which we have just done before. Legs in Tadasana. Yes. Toes in, heels out. Kneecaps pulled up, pelvis going forward, lumbar going back, chest lifted up. Slowly take your hands in front of you. Now, the very common mistake which we generally make in doing Urdhva Hastasana, that we take the shoulders forward. So you have to keep your shoulders back. And then when you take the hands up, slowly take the hands up. Keep the shoulders fixed down. Shoulders should not be lifted up. Keep pushing the shoulder blades in. Elbows straight. Spread the fingers. Look straight. Again, take care of the quadricep muscles. Quadricep muscles will go towards the hamstring muscles. Hips down. Correct. Come up. So this is the correct Urdhva Hastasana. So Atre has shown you Urdhva Hastasana. Now you have to practice Urdhva Hastasana. So stand at the middle of the mat. Stand in Tadasana. Outer edges of the feet parallel to each other. Toes in, heels out. Arches, inner arches lifted up. Outer edges of the feet going towards the floor. Kneecaps pulled up. Quadricep muscles going towards the hamstring muscles. Pelvis going forward. Tailbone going in. Lift the lower abdomen up. Take the hands in front of you without taking the shoulders. Keep the shoulders back. Keep pushing the shoulder blades in so that the chest is opened well. Keep the elbows straight. Without taking the shoulders up, slowly take your hands up. And look straight. Now your entire focus should be on the asana, the different instructions. So once again, take care of the feet, kneecaps pulled up, quadricep muscles going towards the hamstring muscles, pelvis going forward, lumbar going back, lift the lower abdomen up, chest is lifted up well, sternum bone lifted up, hands up, elbows straight, shoulders down, look straight. Urdhva Hastasana. 15 seconds more. Just maintain. Slowly come down. Come down. That was Urdhva Hastasana. The next basic asana is Uttanasana. Okay. Ardha Uttanasana I'm not taking because I have to take care of the time also available. So we'll go directly to Uttanasana. Uttanasana is Uttan means intense stretch. So you have to stretch the spine. The spine is the most abused part of the body, because whatever we are doing, we always take the spine granted. So we don't use the spine properly. So please understand the concept of spine. I'll just show you one or two more things that when you are, you should know about the spine. This part is known as cervical spine. There are 7 vertebrae over here. This is C7. Okay. So when you are working on the laptop or the mobile for a longer duration of time, this vertebra starts coming out. And so it pains a lot. From here to here, there are 12 vertebrae known as thoracic vertebra, T1, T2 up to T12. Then lumbar spine, that is 5 vertebra. The entire body weight will always be on the lumbar spine, L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. Okay, and that's why most of the people feel the lower back pain. And after this, there are 4 to 5 fused vertebra, which together known as the coccyx or the tailbone. Okay, so please take care of your spine well. And so Uttanasana is very good for the spine. Okay, now let us see how to do it. Stand in Tadasana. Okay, first he will show you the wrong pose. Go in Uttanasana. Atre. Now see how casually he has gone to Uttanasana. There is no life in the legs. The knees are bent. The spine is crooked. That means it is convex. Okay. Now he will go in Uttanasana correctly. Stand in Tadasana. Maintain Tadasana. Keep both your hands on the waist. Lean forward. Keep going forward. Do not have to go down. Going down will happen on its own. Our action is going forward, and the reaction which is happening because of the gravity is going down. So keep going forward, keep going forward, 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 forward. Now touching the floor is not our aim, not at all. Suppose you are able to do this much, fine. But keep your spine to be concave. Do not make it convex. Okay? Take your hands down. Wherever you reach, just hold your legs. Hold your legs. Correct. Now, so the spine, you can see the spine is good. Okay? Don't go down further. And simply take your head down. Let your head hang. The spine should not be crooked. It should not be convex. It should be straight and concave. That is the correct way of doing Uttanasana. Relax your head completely. Shift your weight on the toe side so that the middle of the feet. Generally in the pose, our weight goes on the hip side. Slowly come up. So friends, now you have to practice with Atre Uttanasana. It's an amazing asana, amazing asana. Okay, if you are doing it correctly, of course you will feel a lot of stretch in your legs, but then you will feel a lot of peace in your mind. Okay, Let us do it. Stand in Tadasana, hands on the waist. Okay. You have to practice with the three. Okay. Go forward. Lean forward. Keep going forward. Do not try to go down. Do not aim for the floor. Rather, you should aim the opposite wall so that you keep extending your spine forward, 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 forward. Keep pushing your thighs back. Once you reach your maximum, there is no need to go further down. Once you reach your maximum, simply take your hands down. Do not try to go for more, otherwise your spine will be distorted. And then relax your head down completely. Completely relax your head down. Push your thighs back. Keep pushing your thighs back. Lift your hips up. Push the floor with your heels. Relax in the pose. Hold for 30 seconds more. Absolutely normal breathing. Do not tighten your stomach, abdomen. Abdomen should be soft. Do not tighten your abdomen. Few more seconds. Slowly come up. So that was Uttanasana. The next pose is Adho Shwanasana. Adho Shwanasana. Shwan is a Sanskrit word. Of course, all the names of the asanas are from Sanskrit. So Shwan means dog. You must have seen the dogs. They are always doing this pose. Adho Shwanasana. He is doing it casually, which we call as the wrong pose. First, Adho Shwanasana. Just like this. As you can see, there is no proper alignment. The distance between the feet is not same as the distance between the palms. The feet are not behind the palms. The knees are also bent. Thighs are not lifted. Shoulder blades are not in. So many corrections are to be done. Now he will show you the correct one. Go in the correct Adho Mukha Shwanasana. Feet exactly behind the palms. First, keep your heels up. Heels up. Go inside from the front side first. Yes. Shoulder blades will go in. Thoracic spine will be going in. Open your armpits. Take your head down. Relax your head first. Hold there. Take your hips up. Push your thighs back. Keep pushing your thighs back. Now slowly extending your calf muscles to take your heels down very slowly without taking the hips down. Do not allow the hips to go down. Extend your calf muscles to take your heels down. Now stay for few seconds because he's just showing. That's why I'm calling him back. Now come back. Okay. But suppose if you are doing this pose correctly, I can guarantee you can stay in the pose for maybe 5 minutes. And when you stay in this pose for 5 minutes and come out, you will feel so relaxed, but your body will be active. So the purpose of yoga is to make the body to be active and the mind to be peaceful, calm, and quiet. That is the difference between yoga and any other form of exercise. Okay. Now, he will do it again, and all of you have to practice with him. Take the position like this. Keep the hands or the palms apart, shoulder width. Feet exactly behind the palms. My instructions will be definitely slow when you are practicing, so apply them carefully. Palms apart shoulder width, feet exactly behind the palms. Keep your heels up, do not keep the heels down. Go down from the front side first. So you have to keep going down from the shoulder blades. Push your shoulder blades in and down. Take your head down. Relax your head. Lift your lower abdomen up. Lumbar spine will not go in. Lift your hips up. Keep opening your armpits. Push your thighs back. Quadricep muscles going towards the hamstring muscles. Kneecaps pulled up as usual. Now very slowly extend your calf muscles to take your heels down. Spread your toes well. Do not allow the toes coming towards each other. As far as possible, touching the floor with your heels is not necessary. So slowly take your heels down by extending your calf muscles. Now absolutely relax in the pose. If you are doing it correctly, you will have a sense of serenity. Very slowly come up. As you can see the face of Atre, he is feeling so good. Okay. If you are doing the asana properly, it gives you this, I can't explain in words, you can just feel it. So coming to the next pose, the next pose is Trikonasana, triangle pose. Okay. Show the triangle pose first. If you are closer to the wall, keep 1 foot to the wall. And generally people do Trikonasana like this. Now this is entirely wrong pose. Nothing is there. The body alignment is not in the line of the leg. Hips are protruding back. The chest is down. Nothing is there. The back leg is not straight, etc., etc. Okay. If you want, you can stay in this asana for half an hour. Nothing will happen. But when you are doing the correct asana, maybe for 1 minute, it is much more effective. Okay. So come back. Now the correct pose. Distance 3.5 feet. You can keep some height if you have for the hand to put on. 3.5 feet. Yes. Then the front foot would be turned at 90 degree in such a way that this heel of the front foot will be in the line of the middle of the arch of the back foot. Pull the kneecaps up. Push the wall and the floor with the outer edge of the back foot. Push your tailbone in, hips going in. Take your front hand up. Keep the back hand on the waist. Now lean forward. When he's going in the pose, you can see the leg and the side of the trunk, the side trunk, they should be in the same line. So maintaining that, keep going, and extend this trunk, extend the side trunk well of the front side. Correct. Going down is not important. That's why we are taking some height. So when he's putting the hand on the height, he's pushing the block with his hand, turn the chest up, turn the trunk up, take the hand up, and look up. Now the most important part is to shift the weight. Weight should be on the middle of both the feet. Keep pushing the hips in. Few more seconds. Maintain and keep correcting yourself. Slowly come back. And change to the other side. This pose obviously you have to do on both the sides to make the sides to be balanced. Turn the front foot 90 degree, back foot towards the wall. Front foot heel should be in the line of the middle of the arch of the back foot. Keep pushing the wall with the outer edge of the foot, the back foot. Till the kneecaps up, push the tailbone in. Lift the sternum bone, take one hand up, front hand up, one hand on the waist. Lean forward in the line of the leg. Do not allow the hips to protrude back. Hips should be in the body, inside the body as far as possible. Push the block or whatever you have, or you can hold the leg. The block is optional here. Turn your chest up, trunk up, take your hand up. Look at the hand, keep correcting, especially the hips. Hips will try to go out. So keep taking the hips in. Do not allow the hips to go out. Hold for 30 seconds. Few more seconds. Slowly come up. Relax, everyone. Hopefully you are enjoying. Let's see. You can always give me the feedback after the class. Now, the next pose is Warrior 2, Veerbhadrasana number 2. So first he will show you the pose. Generally, which people do. आगे भी link करो. This way. This is how the people do it. This leg is inclined. It is not at 90 degree. Thigh and this should be at 90 degree angle. And this is also wrong. You are leaning forward, whereas you should be in between. Okay. So he'll show you the correct pose now. More distance between the feet. 4 feet around. Yes. Turn the feet and turn the foot out. Front foot. Now see, you can see the difference, and he is also aware when he is going into the asana. Be careful. You have to make 90 degree angle between the thigh and the shin bone, and go from the top of the thigh, not from the knee. Keep your trunk in between. Do not allow it to lean forward, and then extend both the hands on the sides. You can keep the back hand on the wall. Yes. And lift the back thigh up. Push the wall with the outer edge of the back foot. Slowly come up. It's really a demanding pose. Okay, so this was the correct version of Veerbhadrasana number 2. Now all of you have to practice with Atre the same pose. Okay, for 30 seconds on each side after the corrections. So spread the feet around 4 feet, feet 4 feet apart. Turn the front foot at 90-degree angle, right angle. Go very slowly from the top of the thigh, from the hip, not from the knee. Make 90-degree angle between the shin and the thigh. Do not lean yourself forward. Keep your trunk in between. Lift the back thigh up. Push the wall with the outer edge of the back foot. Extend both the hands on the sides. And then look at the fingers of the front hand. Keep pushing the hips in. Hips will go in. 10 more seconds. Slowly come up. Jump back. Then on the other side. Do it on the other side. Yes. Turn the front foot 90-degree. Now, before going into the asana, take care that your kneecaps are pulled up. You are pushing the wall with the outer edge of the foot, back foot. Now bend your knee. Now, knee should not be like that. Knee should be in the line of the foot. And then go slowly, slowly from the top of the thigh. Make 90-degree angle. Yes. Yes. Keep pushing your hips in. Extend both the hands on the sides. Keep the back hand maybe on the wall. Lift the back thigh. Push the wall with the outer edge of the back foot. 10 seconds more. Slowly come up. That was Warrior 2, Veerbhadrasana number 2. Relax in Uttanasana for few seconds. Repeat Uttanasana again, because when you are doing the intense standings, you feel exhausted. So Uttanasana will always give you some relaxation. Go in Uttanasana, quick Uttanasana for 1 minute. Again, recall all the instructions. Take the hips up. Keep pushing the thighs back. You can bend the elbows, but keep your spine straight. Do not make the spine to be convex. And completely let your head down. Relax your head completely. Please do not drink water in between the class. If you are exhausted, do Uttanasana, you will feel refreshed. Slowly come up. If you are sweating, you can wipe your sweat with a hand towel or a handkerchief. Next pose is Bharadwajasana. Bharadwajasana is a twist. So sit in Bharadwajasana. Why you are taking this? Mhm. That foot will go on that. See how the people do Bharadwaj Asana. Generally, people do like this. Now you can see a lot of things are there which are to be corrected. This is crooked, this is not aligned properly. You can see the level of the hips also. This hip is up, this hip is down. So, and there is no twisting in the spine. It's more of the twisting in the abdomen, but not in the spine. Whereas our target is to twist the spine, the main part of the spine. So he will show you the correct one now. Take the help of some height, maybe a block if you have one. Put under the hip and now turn. Now you can see the hips are in the same level, at the same level, in the same plane. Now turn. You can take the help of the wall for turning more and the shoulder blades in. Now you can see the difference in the asana. How good the pose is. And obviously when you are doing it on your own, you will feel a lot of difference in the spine. Now slowly come up. Now all of you have to practice with him the correct one on both the sides for 1 minute each. So again, he will do it. Sit on some height. See the position of the feet. The right leg is bent. The left leg is also bent. The left ankle is in the middle of the right foot. The right foot arch. The height is under the right hip. Now turn. Take the hand up, turn. Keep the spine straight. Keep the trunk straight. Do not slouch. Do not make your back to be convex. Keep turning back. Only spine. Now what happens when you are turning on the right side? The left hip will have the tendency to come forward. So consciously keep your left hip back. Turn your trunk, turn your chest, turn your abdomen, turn your neck back. Maintain for 30 seconds more. You will feel so cool if you are doing it properly. Slowly come up. Change to the other side. Change the position of the legs. The block. First make your hips to be in the same plane. Spine straight, lift your spine. Lift your chest, shoulders down. Take your right hand up. Keep turning towards the right side. With your left hand, you can hold the wall or whatever is there at the back. But keep turning. Again, take care of your right hip. Right hip should not go forward. So the twist should be happening in the spine and not in the hips. Relax now. Keep observing the entire body. Once you are in the pose and you have to stay longer, just observe your breath. But keep your breath always normal, absolutely normal breathing. Thirty more seconds. Slowly come up now. The next pose is Adhomukha Virasana. Generally, Vajrasan, we sit in Vajrasan. Vajrasan is a good asana, there is no doubt about it. But Virasana is definitely much more effective than Vajrasan. So to sit in, see, he's sitting in Vajrasan and then going in Adhomukha Virasana. Go just like that, just like that. Don't do it correct. Cook it back. He's trying his level best to make the pose to be look bad or wrong, but he is not able to do that much wrong, which generally people do. Now, correct pose. See, he is taking the calf muscles back and out, and then sitting in between the feet. This is Virasana. But when we are going to do Adhomukha Virasana, we have to spread the knees and the toes will go closer. Now go in the pose. Keep extending your spine forward, forward. Push the thoracic down. Take the shoulders back. Keep the elbows straight. Head resting on the floor. Hips down. Extend the lumbar spine. This is Adhomukha Virasana. So you will practice with him for 1 more minute. Slowly come up. So first sit in Virasana again. Yes. Take your calf muscles back and out. Sit in Virasana. Spread the knees wide enough so that your body gets fit in it. Lean forward. Extend the spine. Keep going forward. Keep your thoracic in. Do not allow the thoracic to go up. Keep your elbows straight. Only palms will touch the floor. No other part of the hands will touch the floor. Head rested on the floor. Keep pushing the shoulder blades in. Open your armpits. Take your hips down. Relax completely. Observe your breath. 1 minute. Continuously keep correcting yourself and keep observing your breath. How the body is behaving, how the different parts of the body are behaving, how the breath is. Breath will become slow on its own, rhythmic, relaxing. Very slowly come up. Now the last pose is Shavasana. Generally, Shavasana, people understand that you have to just lie down and do the Shavasana. It's not like that. You have to completely relax yourself. So please lie down and follow my instructions and apply them on your body. Shavasana. Switch off all the lights if you have some lights on or whatever they are. I'm switching the lights off. So switch off all the lights. Relax yourself completely. Take some support for the head. Take some support for the head. Just follow my instructions after lying down. It will give you immense relaxation. Close your eyes, let go of everything, release everything. And now start watching your feet. First of all, you have to relax your feet. Keep watching your feet. Feet should be absolutely relaxed. Now watch your knees. Relax the knees. If there is any tension in the knees, relax them. Relax the thighs. Keep your mind on the thighs. Relax the thighs well. Pelvic area. Watch your pelvic area. Observe your pelvic area. Reproductive organs. Hips. Take your mind on the lower abdomen. Observe your abdomen, lower back. Relax them completely. Come to the diaphragm. Diaphragm should be relaxed. Thoracic spine. Watch your thoracic spine. Watch your chest and the upper back. Shoulder blades. Relax them completely. Your entire right hand. Shoulder, elbow, palm, wrist, etc. Entire right hand should be relaxed. Watch your left hand. Entire left hand should be relaxed. Complete relaxation to the left hand. Neck. Neck should be relaxed completely. Head. Entire head. Back of the skull. Forehead. Face. Nose, eyes, ears, lips. Everything should be relaxed. Now, since your body is relaxed, for next 2 minutes, to relax the mind, relaxing the mind is a real challenge. We have few techniques. One of them is to watch your thoughts. So keep watching your thoughts for next 2 minutes. I will not speak for next 2 minutes. Please keep watching your thoughts for next 2 minutes. Whatever thoughts are coming in and going, let them come and go. Do not interfere with them. Again and again, your mind will try to wander here and there. Don't worry about that. Again, take your mind and make your mind to be focused on the thoughts. Keep watching your thoughts for 2 more minutes. And now slowly, slowly come up, and you can sit up if you want. If you are enjoying Shavasana, please do not disturb it. Keep lying as long as you want. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, doesn't matter. Relax yourself. But those who want to come up can come up, sit, close your eyes, join your hands, express your gratitude from the bottom of your heart to Lord Patanjali, Guruji B.K. Iyengar, who invented such a wonderful form of yoga, Prarthana Yoga Studio, which is trying to spread this authentic knowledge of yoga. Definitely, you should thank yourself that you are practicing, learning, and doing yoga. Thank you, friends. My name is Udit Agarwal, and I run Prarthana Yoga Studio Jaipur, and I try to spread the authentic Iyengar yoga knowledge with as many people as possible. Thank you very much for joining me. Wish you a very happy International Day of Yoga, and please spread this message so that more and more people are healthy and happy and peaceful. Thank you very much.